俺が食い止める。行くぞ。俺が食い止める。さっさと気をためろ。死ぬなよベジータ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. It looks like we got Legends Unlimited PIKKON's abilities here. They're using their webpage once again. I'm honestly thinking this guy is going to be impressive just because he is the last major release prior to Legends Fest. So I would imagine they make him really good just so people use their Chrono Crystals to summon for him. And then, you know, you got none left for Legends Fest. That's how they get you. You then have to either, you know, cry or pay for some new ones. We know that this guy's a revival character. I'm going to assume they designed him with Fusion Warriors in mind because a green revival character really competes with orange Piccolo, and I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to assume that this guy is designed for Fusion Warriors, and right now what they need is a Disrupt plus support unit. So they need a unit like Orange Piccolo, but for Fusion Warriors. That's what they need, so that's what I'm expecting. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's see. Legends Limited PIKKON joins the fight. This character revives and switches to Super Gogeta when health reaches 0. PIKKON has powerful abilities like a special cover change against strike cards and a special arts that destroys your opponent's cards depending on how many times you use it. Plus, PIKKON's sub count go down when on standby if the enemy activates a special move, Ultimate, Awaken Arts, or Rising Rush. This character can easily switch into your opponent's most fearsome attacks. That's kind of what you would want at a minimum for these revival characters. I mean, so many premium characters have already had like -5, -10 sub count whenever somebody rushes you, like Janemba, Goku Frieza, Tag 4s even have it, Buu Duo, so it's not really an exclusive thing. PIKKON even has a unique gauge that slowly charges over time. When it fills up, restore the health of other allies and boost their damage inflicted using special arts. We'll charge it up 3 times, so be sure to use it whenever you can. Oh, that's interesting. So he's a revival character with a unique gauge before he revives. Huh. That's pretty nice. So as it fills up, it heals your allies. That's nice. Nice little support bit there. Now the Super Gogeta bit. Unlike PIKKON, Super Gogeta is a superior attacker with a special move arts that nullifies enemy endurance effects. The standard. A special arts that nullifies enemy special cover change. Kind of the standard. And more. Even just simply using strike or blast arts will grant various damage buffs. Super Gogeta shares a unique gauge with PIKKON, and when it fills up, tons of debuffs will activate and weaken all enemies. If you already filled it with PIKKON, these effects will still activate when you revive and switch to Super Gogeta, since you'll also get bonuses of damage inflicted and a reduction in special move arts cost. You'll also be able to put your opponent in a seriously difficult spot. Wait. The one thing I'm not sure of here, if you already filled it with PIKKON, these effects will still activate when you revive. So is PIKKON's unique gauge just a one-time fill? Ah, yeah, it is. Okay. I was under the impression it was like Kid Boo's. It just keeps refilling kind of thing, and then it kept healing people. But okay, so that's fine. No biggie. Okay, let's go see what they do. So green defense type. I hope that they really do own up to being a defense type. I don't want it to be like a super offensive guy, because defensive characters have their stats gimped a bit. Alright, so let's see. We're PIKKON. Main ability, draw a green card, 30 key, 30% damage inflicted for 30 counts, -5 to own arts cards, and -2 sub count for 15 counts. Alright, pretty standard stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really expect the pre-revival state to be like crazy. I think Purple Gohan will never happen again. A revival character of that caliber. Z ability is going to be 3% to blue card damage for Movie Saga, but 38% to Movie Saga, Saiyan, or Fusion Warrior strike and blast defense. Okay. Blast card restores 10 key, pretty good. Special move, inflict all enemies with sub count on hit. Ah, if it was sub count on activation, that would have been so overpowered. That would be the Kid Buu, you know, miss the blue card, lock in for rush mechanic right there. Inflict all enemies with sub count on hit, put on the pressure, and don't let your enemy escape. 30% blue card damage for 3 counts on activation. On hit, get that 3 sub count. The green card, randomly draw a new card, get 30 key, charges the unique gauge by 15%. You get -20% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self, that's not bad. Destroy one of your enemy's strike arts cards. Applies the following effects to enemy according to the number of times a special card has been used. You stupid stinking barrier. If you use a green card 2 or more times, you kill a blast card. If it's 3 or more times, you destroy a blue card and a green card. Why is it specific at all? I don't understand. Why would it be specific? Alright, I mean, interesting little green card. Hold on, I'm gonna have to kill Steam for a second here. Goodbye, Steam. Okay, that's fine. PIKKON's first ability. When own health reaches 0, switch to Super Gogeta with 100% HP. When the battle starts, 90% damage inflicted, 50% reduced damage received, card just speed, 50% key recovery. Okay. Applies the following effects to self per movie saga battle member? What? I don't get it. You made another green revival character from movie saga? This character's supposed to replace Orange Piccolo or something? This would have made far more sense if this was for Fusion Warriors. This guy's typing is for Fusion Warriors, is it not? That's what they need. They need a green. They need a disrupt. They need a slash support guy. Why would you restrict this to movie saga? What? Alright, okay. That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so you get another 30% damage inflicted if it's a full movie saga team, because it doesn't include him. And you get another 10% reduced damage received. So 60%, 120% damage inflicted off the first passive. Okay. Applies the following effects to self when the character shows up on the field. You get 20 key and 40% damage inflicted. So 160% for PIKKON on a full movie saga team. When you perform a vanish, you get a green card. Restore 5% of your health. You get a 20% blast damage buff. So is this character gonna have greater blast damage than strike damage? So is the green Gogeta also going to be blast oriented, given that this is the case? Because that's what they seem to be focusing on with that one there. Shorten own sub count by 2? When the enemy activates a special move, Ultimate, Awaken Arts, or Rising Rush while this character is on standby. 2? Why? I don't understand why Legends does this. They have like an established value, good value for a passive, and then they decide to mess with it and make it crappier by 2. 2 timer counts is nothing. So many characters have like 5 or 10. What is 2 gonna do? I don't like that. I'm already not really liking this character's look. I don't get it. Movie saga restriction for what? This character was supposed to be for Fusion Warriors. What the hell? Okay, so he's blast oriented too. So they're trying to establish a blast oriented movie saga team. So Green Revival, blast focused character for movies to run with your Kid Goku and your Gammas. Second passive, we know he has a cover change against strike cards, which you can chain with your blue. That's cool. Applies the following effects to the enemy when he's changing cover. You kill 1 card, take away 20 key, and take away card draw speed. That is the disrupt that this character is supposed to be providing? That is crap. 20 key? That's nothing. -1 card draw speed level? So many characters have like level 2 card draw speed at this point. I don't know if this is enough. It should have been -2. This should have been like 40. This should have been 2 cards. This guy is meant to be a defense type. Don't hold back. Who cares if he has a revival? Applies the funnel effects to self when the enemy performs a cover change while this character's on the field. You get another green card. You get 20 key. 20% strike damage inflicted. Now it's strike damage. So is it okay? So I guess he has balance, strike, and blast. I don't get it. Applies the funnel effects to self when the enemy attack is over. -5 to strike and blast arts cost for 15 timer counts. Plus 20% to the blue card damage. You get card draw speed. Okay. Slowly charges unique gauge over time when this character's on the field or on standby. Once it's filled, everyone gets 15% more HP. He gets a 15% damage inflicted buff for your allies. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna be honest with you. This doesn't speak defense type. This is kind of crap, isn't it? There should have been more disrupt here. I'm of the opinion that defensive units should have the key disrupt that like LF Nemagoku has or the Zamasu has. Any one of them. This is like crap. It should be more. But when I mean key reduction, I mean like per hit. So minus 20 per hit. 20 when he changes cover. Crap. That's not enough as a defense type. Whatever. I don't know what they're trying to do here. So now we're Super Gogeta. His main ability gives him a blue card. He heals 20%, gets 50 key, 50% to the blue card damage, minus 10 to special move cost. Okay, not bad. Look, it looks pretty good. He's got blast armor. That's great. The blast still gives him 10 key. His blue card nullifies endurance. So I'm going to assume, does this have blast armor on it, or is this going to be a beamed blue card? Because I know for a fact everyone wants to know. Oh no, this is going to be. This is going to be a melee based one, isn't it? If I remember from the preview. Okay, massive impact. Following effects upon activation: 30% blue card damage, nullify endurance. The enemy is getting hit with a plus 20 to all arts cost for 5 timer counts. Okay. Green card: restore 50 key, 20% damage inflicted, 30% to the next striker blast damage inflicted. Cover nullification for 10 counts. Pretty good. Cancel own attribute downgrades that are normal conditions. Nullifies own attribute downgrades that are normal conditions for 30 counts. Wow, he goes type neutral for 30. Oh, wait, nullifies. Whoops, what? Oh, no. Sorry, I thought I read elemental factors. It's been a long morning. That's fine. So, first passive. Applies the following effects upon activation. 50% damage inflicted. 10% reduced damage received, 40% key recovery, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained, so he goes type neutral for 30 counts. That's not bad. Now, applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike card. He gets 10% strike damage and 10% blue card damage. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a blast card. 10% blast card damage with more blue card damage. He's got the Red Gogeta effect, but Red Gogeta gets 20%. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. -2 to own strike or blast arts costs. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade. -5% to strike and blast arts power. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade. -15% to special move power. Should this not have been PIKKON's ability? Why would Gogeta get this? Why, if Gogeta is the super offensive fighter, why would he be the one to get slapped with the debuffs? Should it not have been PIKKON? This doesn't make any sense. This should have been PIKKON. PIKKON should have been the one nerfing their power. That's so bizarre. Weird, very weird. This should have been on PIKKON, and then this should have stayed on Gogeta. Doesn't that make more sense? Gogeta stacking up damage. PIKKON weakening. Very bizarre. I don't understand. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while you're on the field. Restore own health by 15%. Reduce enemy key by 15. What is 15 key? What is 15 key? This is in the middle of a combo too, by the way. It's saying enemy arts attack while you're on the battlefield. So in the middle of you getting comboed, if your opponent does a strike and you go below 15% HP, you'll heal 15% and you take away 15 key. But what is 15 key? I sidestep and I get 15 key. I get 10 key from a blast card. What is 15 key? Very weird character. Second passive, knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against a strike card. You can chain the blue. Gogeta very slowly charges the unique gauge every time this character is on the battlefield or on standby. Once it's filled, or upon revival if it's already full, 50% damage inflicted, -20 to special move cost. Level 2 card draw speed for 30 counts. Inflict all enemies with -30% to health restore, -50% to key recovery, -1 to card draw speed, and -30% to crit rate. I am so confused by what they're trying to achieve with this character. You make Gogeta the guy who kicks the crap out of the opponent. You make PIKKON the guy who stalls for time, but it's almost like they flipped the passives. What is this? This should have been on PIKKON. I don't get it. This is strong, though. -1 card draw speed for 30 counts. minus 50% to key recovery as well. A nice little holding off on your combo potential, but I'm just so confused by how they're trying to achieve this. A lot of this should have been on PIKKON already. Applies the following effects to self if there are 2 defeated battle members when this character is on the battlefield. Plus 20% to blue card damage, minus 5 to strike and blast arts cost. Applies buff effect, nullify enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 counts. So, I mean, Gogeta, honestly, I just think the design is weird, but the character looks good. The character looks good. I don't think this character is overly busted. So in a specific niche situation where Gogeta has just survived and he's the last character left with the full unique gauge, he could probably look like the best character in the game. But that's a pretty specific case, because if you think about it, he's going to have level 2 card draw speed, he's going to pop out with the cover nullification, he's already going to have very low strike and blast arts costs, and he's going to keep stacking that, and he's going to have the stacking of his blue card damage, the stacking of his blast card, strike card damage, the constant reduction of the cost. So he's going to combo for a long time. He's going to look like Revival UI after he revives, you know, all the card draw speed, all the combo potential, whatever. But he's going to be a lot stronger. So Gogeta's going to look good in that specific situation, but I'm just so confused by who this is for. I swear, I thought this character is supposed to be designed for Fusion Warriors. Green, Disrupt, supporting Fusion Warriors. That's what they needed. But no, he's locked into Green Movie Saga. I guess you can only throw him with the Ultra Super Gogeta and Ultra Gogeta Blue? I don't know. Maybe that's their way of making it for Fusion Warriors, only if you fight with Gogetas. But either way, I think it looks good. I think his design is a bit twisted in certain aspects. Him being a defense type might hurt his offensive stats. We will have to see what his stats look like. Because if you remember Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he was a defense type as well, and his offensive stats suffered a bit. So if PIKKON here is looking like crazy stats, like Revival Gohan stats, then he looks pretty good. But if it's going to be gimped stats like the Red Revival Cell in some way, then I'm a little bit confused. I don't really know. I feel like this character has some of these passives twisted. But yeah, Gogeta looks strong. PIKKON looks okay. Gogeta with the gauge and cover null looks like a monster of a unit. But I don't... This character doesn't really come out as like you need to summon for him. I really do think they should have made this character align with Fusion Warriors, but they kind of tied him down to Movie Saga. So you let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking. I think he looks good, but it doesn't really scream as like you gotta summon for this guy. Mainly because his banner sucks. He's only with one other EX. Legends Fest is around the corner, so he doesn't scream as a must summon. And we already know in major celebrations they always release a Fusion Warrior. So if you're looking for that Fusion Warrior itch, I'm willing to bet Legends Fest already has it anyways. So save your Chrono Crystals. He doesn't really stand out as a character you absolutely must have. I'm sure in the showcases he'll look good. I'm sure you'll fight him and he looks good, but that's okay. Just wait until what Legends Fest has. I don't think he screams as a character you absolutely mandatory should get. I think you can afford to wait to see what's around the corner. So maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Am I underrating Gogeta? I think in these scenarios he looks strong, but I don't think he screams as a must summon. But you let me know. But until next time, guys, peace.